this is week number 6. Okay, so this week a lot of stuff got in the way of me doing what I needed to do. Not like big issues and things like that, it's just sort of like my friend needed me at some point and I needed to be there for her, and then at another point in the week I needed to have my friend be there for me. So a lot of time gets soaked up just, you know, keeping above the water, so to speak. And then there's also sort of like big long lectures that happen. They're good lectures also, so it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that. It's more like I wasn't expecting there to be a lecture when there was, so I planned to do a lot more work that day, then obviously not so much. So my first target, I was going to have some of my game available for download up on my Tumblr. That is there now. I'll post a link in the description. Quite a lot of stuff went wrong with that this week, so what is there isn't as much as I'd hoped for it to be. There's also not as much in that file as actually exists already. It's just the file's corrupted again, so I'm manually just transferring it over to the new file that's the downloadable one, so it takes a little more time than I was hoping. But I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to do like 3 or 4 a day just to make sure that they're keeping going and it's still moving along. Another thing I was going to do was, there were a couple of t-shirt designs that I wanted to get printed, but I couldn't find the stock t-shirts for those. I'm going to keep looking because I still really want them on t-shirts, but if the right colours aren't there then it's not worth doing. Me and InDesign are at a very troublesome point in our relationship. Alright? Okay, double page spreads are like this, and oh god. So, you know, I tried. I tried. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. But I have a plan of action of how to make this work. You can't actually see this, but it all came up pixelated as well, which I found out what was wrong with that. Just can't even deal with it. So besides the technical issues that I had with that, I did actually get going on the cover design. This is what I have at the moment. I had some lovely help from a very good friend of mine who will be joining Void at some point. Here's how it'll look. Obviously as a book wraparound thing. I just want to say thank you to her again, because it wouldn't look anything like what it does if she hadn't given me the help that she had. The Jules Verne cover. Okay. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the squid one, and I did like a lot of ink and other junk to try and make it work. And I tried to do the typography so many different fucking ways. Basically, I ended up with things like this. I didn't really like those. I didn't like where they were going. I wasn't sure that they were working as a cover in the first place. So I decided to backtrack a bit and we go over some stuff. So I started like looking at aquatic things again and getting some more ideas for like mechanisms and whatnot. I ended up going back to this kind of design for it. It's been a little bit bored on, like there's octopuses and seaweed along it and stuff like that now. Like it's got barnacles and things on it, which should be nicer details, I think, because otherwise some of the images were starting to look like something floating in some space, and it just like it wasn't really sea, like 20,000 leagues under the sea. It's kind of important that it looks like it's in the sea. I'm rambling so bad. And I started trying to solve like the typography problem that I've been having and things like that, sort of composition wise, that I think I've got something with that now. I'll post a link to the 3 covers that I have as roughs at the moment. I didn't get it finished, but I am going to keep working on it, and I've also decided I'm going to, at some point in the next month or so, work on an 8-page graphic novel adaptation of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Obviously not the whole story. I'm going to take either interesting extracts or an extract that I can work with as a smaller story. So my target for this week is going to be to get the Versus Tabris cover finished. I'm going home for a week because it's Valentine's Day and my mum's birthday, and I have the week off university and I really want to go home. So I don't know how that's going to change my workflow at this point. Hopefully I'll get more done. So other than that, I still have to start my contribution for the Comic Society anthology. It's going to be 2 pages because I'm not collaborating with Apteron anymore because of complications. Like, it's been really difficult to get in touch with her this week, and we really needed to have set that out by now so that I could start working on it over the week. And also because I'm going home, it's just not going to make it any easier. So I just want to get started with that and get it done as soon as possible. So my target will be to start that stuff this week. The last thing which I'm going to keep working on is just updating my tabletop game as and when I get the chance. It's going to be easier this week because I'll have less art materials around me at home. I'll have more time to just sit there with my laptop and transfer everything over. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys in a week.